Here we have the Design Lab. The Design Lab can be found under your Settings tab in the main menu. Within your Design Lab, you can edit any of the settings within your design sets. So you can see in the middle here, we've got all of the settings, and then on the right-hand side here, we've got your preview. So there are 5 templates that we have within Sosoma, which you can see here. You can see the thumbnails for each of them. So we've got Insight, Team, MISC, Testimonial, and Quote. So you can click on each of these to expand them. And as you go through your settings, you'll see your previews update on the right here, so you can see if you like the changes you've made. So first of all, we're in the logo tab, so we can set up our logo here. Your logo needs to be in PNG format, and it needs to have a transparent background. If it doesn't have a transparent background, you'll see when you add it in, it'll have a white box around it if it's on a background that's a colour other than white. If you do have any problems with this, just get in touch with us and we can help you with that. So I'm just going to add in my Sosoma logo here, and you'll see that adds in there. And it's added in on my designs here. Don't worry if it looks a bit blurry on the preview, as long as it looks nice and clear where you've uploaded it here, it will look absolutely fine in your posts. So I'm just going to click save on that. Make sure that's added in. The next bit you see down here is your logo options. So these will be preset to coloured, which is the original colours of the logo you've uploaded, but we've also added in the option for white or black. So that will change your logo to one or the other of those. The reason we've added this in is because sometimes if your logo is on a different colour background, or if it's over an image, for example, it might not be very visible, and it might be more visible if you change it to white or black. What I would suggest is you go through all of your other options and set up your colours and your design set first, and then go back to here just to check if any of them aren't clear. So we're going to head to the next tab, which is fonts. So we've added in quite a few preset font sets here, so you can choose from one of those, or if you have your own fonts, you can click the choose your own font button here, and you can add those in. So we've got a header font and we've got body font. So if you click in here, you can see we've got hundreds of fonts to choose from, and you can just free type in that box if there's a specific font you want to find. So if we move on to colours here, we've got quite a few colour sets that you can choose from here. If you've got your own colours that you already use within your company, you can choose your own here and select those. So when you went through setup, you'll have chosen a primary and secondary colour, unless you skip that part. So you can see here I've got my primary secondary colour in. Then in here you can also select your background colour, which might quite often be white, but you can change it to any other colour you'd like if you'd like a dark background here. And you've got your text colour, so your heading and your body separately. You've got your website colour. If you want to make that a different colour to make it stand out, you can do that, and your phone number colour there as well. To help you work out which section you're changing, if you hover over the question mark icon here, it'll highlight the sections that you're editing under that section. So if you keep an eye on the previews down the bottom here, you can see when I hover over, it highlights those sections. So if you have the hex codes for your colours, you can enter them into these boxes here. Alternatively, you can click on this colour box here, and this will bring this up so you can see, you can free select any colour that you'd like from here, also by moving this across. Or if you have alternative codes, you can switch between them here to enter those. Alternatively, if you want to use the colours from your logo, for instance, and you're not sure what those are, you can use this pipette icon here. So if I click on that, bring that over here, you'll see I can select from the logo. So if I just click there, that's pulled through the purple from my logo there and pop that in there. With those, so I'm just going to click Save Changes and move on to the next tab. The next tab you have here is your Business Info tab. This is where you can add in your website or email address. So I'm just going to add as in here. And this telephone number field here, which isn't currently included in our designs, but will be at a later date. So you'll see that's appeared at the bottom here. And that'll have added to each of the designs here. Just click Save on that. Click into the next tab. The last tab you have here is your design sets. This will be where you can view all of our different design sets and choose the one that best suits your brand. It can get a little bit slow in here, so I'd say just be patient with it. It's got a lot to load on each of the images, so it can lag a tiny bit. I'd say just don't click through them too quickly and give it a few seconds. Be fine. So this is all of our design sets here you can look through. So you've got the previews of each of them here, and you can also click on any one that you might like to look at in a bit more detail and view it over here. We've also got a few filters here if there's a certain style that you'd like to look at. You can do that. I like the brush design set, so I'm going to stick with that one. As I said at the beginning, it's a good idea to check back through each of your templates once you've chosen your colours and your design set, just to make sure that your logo is clear on each of them here. So I'm just going to check through mine, and mine are looking clear on each of those. If any of yours aren't showing clearly, just head back to the logo tab here, and you can switch between white or black depending on which will be more visible on your templates there. And that's it. That's all you need to do. Once you're happy with all of those, just make sure you hit Save Changes so that everything's saved. And that's it. Your designs are ready to go.